My name is Mike Short. I'm Vice President of Public Affairs at Telefonica Europe. We see a rich tapestry of new services emerging already today, but one of the concerns we have, and therefore the needs for 5G, relate to capacity as well as more capability. That's to serve smarter homes, smarter cities, connected cars, maybe even the connected surgeon. And we need to think about how to serve those particular needs in a very balanced way. We're already doing some work today with connected cars and driverless cars. That's highly stimulating in terms of how you handle issues like insurance, as well as the reliability of the connectivity. It's also very important to think about what will people do in a driverless car. So as a subject, it's fascinating. We're also seeing a lot of interest in telehealth and telecare, where we're starting to see connectivity making a big difference, particularly to do with the prevention of illness rather than just the cure. Connected surgeons, I think, really require some detailed thought, particularly when it comes to communications. We don't typically do surgery outside the operating theatre, but in years to come we could see a time when you could do remote or robotic surgery, but that requires the telecommunications to have no latency and really high speed. We're also doing some work with mental health in the community, where we're trying to help people be protected in their own home so that they don't necessarily have to go into hospital for special treatment. So that includes things like alerts and reminders. That includes some support to those people who may live longer at home rather than blocking hospital beds. For the next 10 years, cities should change quite dramatically. There are reasons for that. We need to make cities more secure. We need to make them better managed, less congested, and also cleaner. The more we measure, the more we have dashboards that enable us to manage the cities so much more effectively. So a city like London, the largest megacity in Europe, will need better dashboards to minimize congestion and minimize pollution. And connectivity to sensors can help do that. We're already being asked to help with better transport, for example. How do we identify congestion before you hit congestion? Or how do you get people to a hospital before they're stuck in a traffic jam? We need to manage these cities so much better, and we can do that with telecommunications and sensing. There's not a big difference between a smart home and a smart city, and many people don't like the idea of living in a dumb home or a dumb city. But the smarter the city is, the more intelligent the homes in it are going to be. So you get a better idea of when you should go out based on pollution or not. You might even dial up certain services to deliver to you in your home because of better e-commerce and mobile shopping and things like that. We also can see how smarter homes could be more secure, more connectivity to see if a burglar has gone in your garden, for example, or more connectivity to help education at home as well as entertainment at home. That in turn means that we need to connect the smart homes to smarter cities to make sure that they work well together for the needs of the citizen wherever they are. The networks of today are very much standardized based on significant supply chain and support mechanisms. But I think the future networks are more likely to evolve into being more information-centric, so they're more personalized to serve the individual, or more personalized to serve certain sectors or verticals. What we also see is much more virtualization or spreading of the load across networks. So it's more likely to be a network of networks rather than a single network. And that leads us to the conclusion that it's more likely, therefore, to be an evolution rather than a revolution. But it will mean that some of the radio access parts of the network will change to be more cloud computing based and more software based than we've ever seen before. One of the key attributes of 5G, though, is bringing in more capacity as well as higher speed. And that's to serve the growth in video that we see on networks today.